Ladies and gentlemen, hello and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province, and now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, the TayNinhTV Party Committee has announced plans to hold the gathering marking the 100th anniversary of the Vietnam Revolutionary Birthday, June 21st, 1925, June 21st, 2025, and to honor the province's outstanding journalists.
To honor the glorious tradition, important contributions and the noble mission of Vietnam's revolutionary press, as well as the provincial press in the struggle for national independence, unification, the liberation of Tay Ninh, the building defense of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, and the implementation of the renovation and international integration process. The event also aims to affirm the deep care and attention of the party, the state, the provincial party committee, and the provincial government toward the press in general and the local media in particular. The gathering is expected to feature activities such as screening a video highlighting the tradition and achievements of the local press in contributing to the development of a prosperous Tay Ninh, a seminar on building a team of journalists who can meet the demands of the new development phase, and a ceremony to honor and commend outstanding journalists and reporters.
On the morning of May 5th, the Ho Chi Minh National Academy of Politics Region 2 had the final round of the four-book recitation contest with the theme, The Book I Love. At the opening of the contest, Associate Professor Dong Nguyen Yum, Director of the Ho Chi Minh National Academy of Politics Region 2, highlighted the event's role in promoting a love of reading and encouraging self-study among staff, lecturers, and students. 10 participants, including academic staff and students from advanced political theory program, compete in tours after advancing from the preliminary round. Contestants presented and analyzed selected books and answered just questions. In the end, first right in Group A went to Dan Ying, Department of State and Law, and in Group B, TayNinhTVToday, last case 75805, Advanced Political Theory program.
Amid increasingly complex climate change challenges, the TayNinhTV province is actively implementing comprehensive measures to protect and develop its forests. Reforestation, forest protection, and natural regeneration efforts not only help preserve the region's green lungs, but also support local livelihoods. In 2025, TayNinhTV aims to plant over 80 hectares of new forests and maintain more than 1,100 hectares of protective and special use forests, critical areas for safeguarding the ecosystem, water sources, and disaster prevention. Forest management boards across the province are reviewing available land for planting and intensifying public outreach to encourage community participation in forest planting, care, and protection. With the 2024-2025 resolution at its peak, forest fire prevention is the top priority. Forestry units have suspended cleaning activities and are focusing on resources on patrolling, monitoring, and preventing fires and forest resource violations.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of May 5th, the next session of the 15th National Assembly officially opened in Hanoi. Attending the opening ceremony, the General Secretary Tolam, Resident Lương Cường, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, permanent member of the party secretary Trần Cẩm Tú, and resident of the Vietnam Fatherland Bronx Central Committee Đỗ Nhân Chính. Sharing and delivering the opening speech for the session, National Assembly Chairman Tham Meng emphasized the National Assembly will work for 37 days, divided into two phases, to consider, discuss, and decide on the largest world law of any National Assembly session to date, with 54 draft laws and resolutions related to constitutional and legislative work. The National Assembly will consider and pass 34 draft laws, 14 draft resolutions, and provide feedback on 6 other draft laws in key areas such as state apparatus organization, defense security, justice, finance, budget, education, training, science, technology, innovation, digital transformation. The next session will consider and vote a resolution to amend and supplement certain articles of the 2013 Constitution. This is a strategic task of both political and legal significance. armed and firmly institutionalizing the party major policy, especially regarding the reorganization of the state apparatus to be streamlined, efficient, effective, close to people, and practical. To implement this style, the National Assembly will establish a committee for drafting amendments and supplement to the 2013 Constitution, with many innovations in methodologies and implementation process. In particular, the committee will organize extensive consultation with people, serving as the basis for the committee to study, incorporate feedback, and refine the draft resolution amending and supplementing certain articles of the 2013 Constitution to be submitted to the National Assembly for consideration and approval before June 30, 2025, in time for promulgation and effectiveness from July 1, 2025. At this session, the National Assembly will allocate time to consider important government report, review and approve the resolution on the mergers of provincial-level administrative units, establish the National Election Council, decide on shortening the term of the 50 National Assembly and People Council at all levels for the 2021-2026 term, determine the election date for the City National Assembly, Deputy and People Council at all levels for the 2026-2031 term. Additionally, the National Assembly will consider many other important matters within its authority. The next session is a history session of the National Assembly as well as for the entire political system. Perhaps we have never before prepared for so thoroughly for the organization and reorganization of the apparatus and administrative unit according to Resolution 18. Emphasizing that the next session is a historically significant session, element breakthrough in institution to enter an era of modernization, digitalization, renewing and sustainable development. The National Assembly Chairman requested that National Assembly Deputy maintain high concentration, continue to promote wisdom, courage, heighten their sense of responsibility and innovation, engage and profile discussion, and make wise decisions. Together with relevant agencies and organizations to thoroughly implement Politburo Resolution number CDC dated April 30, 2025 on renovating the development and enforcement of laws to meet the country development requirements in the new era.
For the 2025-2026 school year, public high schools in TayNinhTV province will enroll over 10,200 grade 10 students, covering nearly 80% of current lower secondary school graduates. According to TayNinhTV Department of Education and Training, 22 high schools will use a combination of exams and academic records for admissions. One school will hold entrance exams and 2 schools will admit students based on records only. With around 13,000 students graduating from lower secondary school, nearly 2,700 students will not secure places in public schools and will need to seek opportunities in private schools, continuing education centers, or vocational training. The department is currently finalizing preparations for the entrance exams scheduled for early June.
Security and public order across the province remain stable during the 5-day holiday thanks to the firm direction of the Brussels police leadership and the variety effort of officers, particularly in force deployment and ensuring safety during the break. Police units at all levels, from provincial to communal top levels, utterly implemented plans, mobilize forces to ensure political security and public order, to support resident holiday activity. Officers were assigned directly to local areas to tighten check on compliance with laws, especially in regulated businesses such as karaoke bars, pubs, and hotels, while also strengthening state management over security and other, including residency monitoring. Local police and rural security forces also conducted patrol across all areas to rapidly prevent, detect, and handle violation and remedial activities. On the morning of May 5th, the Provincial School of Politics, in coordination with the Department of Foreign Affairs, held the opening ceremony for the second cohort of the 2025 Civil Servant Training Course. Over 6 weeks, 69 participants will receive foundational and specialized knowledge in state management, along with the key professional skill. This effort to improve human resource quality aims to help build the more professional and efficient public administration system that better serves the people. One of the key items on the agenda at the next session of the 15th National Assembly is the amendment or supplementation of several articles of the 2013 Constitution. Speaking during a room discussion, General Secretary Tolam stressed that the amendment process must strictly follow legal procedure and include public consultation. He called on the deputy to truly listen to the people's voice when contributing to this crucial matter.
General Secretary Tolam has indicated that, if possible, the Constitution will be fundamentally amended, but this may happen during the next party Congress, after supplementing issues related to the platform and development orientation for the country in the upcoming period, especially after summarizing 40 years of renovation. The next Congress will decide on examining the platform and development orientations, especially after summarizing 40 years of renovation and stopping the country's development direction in the upcoming period. At that time, we will consider amending the Constitution. General Secretary Tolam expressed satisfaction when evaluating the socio-economic development in the first 4 months of the year, noting very encouraging indicators despite facing many difficulties and challenges. In particular, budget revenue and production and business development criteria have been relatively good. In the first 4 months of the year, budget collection reached approximately 48% of the annual plan. For the country to develop, we must achieve the requirements that have been set, which is comprehensive development in economics, society, culture, healthcare, etc. Only then we can ensure sufficient resources for development. Along with that, we need to continue improving people's living conditions. As the country develops, the people must enjoy those achievements. This creates requisites for development in a subsequent phase, a very important development period for the country. Completing the targets in the 13th Party Congress term, Harvard set goals and targets for the 14th Party Congress term. This is the basis for us to be completely confident in completing the goals and targets of the 13th Party Congress. With that spirit, General Secretary Tolam suggested delegates listen to the people's opinions when contributing to amending certain articles of the 2013 Constitution. It is expected that on May 18, the Politburo will organize a conference to implement Resolution No. 66 of 2025 on innovating the development and enforcement of laws to meet the country's development requirements in the new era, and Resolution No. 68 of 2025 of the Politburo on private economic development. General Secretary Tolam has signed Resolution No. 68 of the Politburo on private sector development, introducing several breakthrough policies. The resolution sets a target of 2 million businesses operating in the economy by 2030, contributing around 55 to 58% of GDP. By 2030, Vietnam also aims to have 20 businesses per 1,000 people and at least 20 major enterprises participating in global value chains. The private sector's average annual growth rate is projected at 10 to 12%, outpacing overall economic growth. The sector's technology capacity, innovation, and digital transformation are targeted to rank among the top 3 in ASEAN and top 5 in Asia.
Heat waves are expected across the country starting in May, particularly in the northern and central region, lasting through August. In many areas, temperatures may reach extreme heat levels, impacting agriculture, industry, and public health. Meanwhile, 11 to 13 storms and tropical depression are forecast over the East Sea, with 4 to 6 likely to directly after Vietnamese mainland, mainly during the second half of the typhoon season, June-November, and intensity typical of past year. Weather and disaster risks are projected to remain complex and high through the end of 2025. Authorities and the public are urged to lowly follow forecasts and warning from meteorological agencies to rapidly repair and minimize loss of life and property. We all know and can recite Vietnam's cherished national anthem, but when it's performed by the heart and hands are visually and hearing impaired children, the emotion is evolved become even more profound. In recent days, the music video national anthem Sound from the Heart, performed by children with disability, has touched the community and widespread attention for its deeply human and meaningful message. The singing voice of visually impaired children and the sign language of hearing impaired children have combined to create these deeply moving melodies. When we raise our voice to sing the national anthem, my friends and I feel very vibrant and heroic. I personally feel very proud to contribute my voice to this song. For hearing impaired children, performing the national anthem in sign language is also a major challenge. Each sign movement requires high precision and synchronization. Those small hands have had to practice persistently and patiently each day to convey all the national pride through every gestures. Singing the national anthem in sign language is very tiring and difficult, but I'm very happy and proud to sing the national anthem for deaf people, so everyone can know that I can also sing the national anthem just like friends who can speak and hear normally. I'm proud to be Vietnamese. Its voice, its silence gesture from the children contain relentless effort, the result of our observed diligence, practice, and deep love for the country.
Dạy cho các em hiểu, phân tích các em hiểu để
Teaching the children to understand, analyzing for the dumb to understand the context of the national anthem made them very happy and proud. Being able to sing Vietnam's national anthem just like other normal friends to express their national pride, love for their homeland and country.
Cái lòng yêu nước, yêu dân tộc và tự hào mình là người Việt Nam.
The music video national anthem Sound from the Heart is part of a series of activities by the Front for Vietnamese Children with Disability. I mean to spread the message. All children deserve to be proud, to sing out, and to give their all in the most sharp moment of the motherland. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.